What up YouTube? How are you feeling today? Hope you're doing great. Hope you're doing fantastic. Back with another Division 2 video. It's Tuesday, so we're gonna have a look at the vendor reset. But before we do that, I wanna talk about the Heartland news drop. Yes guys, we do not have to speculate anymore. In the next UB Forward, this Saturday the 10th of September, we will see and get some news about Heartland. I'm so freaking excited. The Division official account tweeted yesterday that they're gonna talk about Heartland, they're gonna talk about the Division resurgence, and of course talk a little bit what we can expect for the Division 2 as well. So I cannot wait to see this live. I will be co-streaming this as well, live on Twitch, so make sure to hit me up with a follow, because you do not want to miss this stream. Finally, some more official news about Heartland, and again, if we think about it, right, we are a little bit in uncharted territories because Ubisoft didn't bring something out as a free-to-play game in the Division universe. So I'm very curious when we can expect Heartland to drop. Maybe even sooner than later. An announcement and then a drop a few days or maybe a week after, just like they did with Apex Legends. Could be very interesting. But enough intro guys, let's dive right into the vendor reset. And starting with the countdown vendor, the Akeem's long stick is for sale. The named marksman rifle with perfect ranger as a talent on there. This has max damage to armor of 6%, 12.5% marksman rifle and 94% headshot damage. Could be a decent buy. Force multiplier, named backpack of Hanyu, repair skills, headshot damage, and then of course the perfect combined arms because it's the named Hanyu backpack. Then the Culebre, this is a named shotgun as well, comes with perfect jazz hands. This comes with shotgun damage, damage to armor and magazine size. Jumping over to the White House. And the Pointman is for sale here, the named Gilligard chest with perfect Vanguard on there. Armor, explosive resistance and status effect as the attributes. MP5N, SMG damage, critical hit chance, damage to target out of cover and eyeless as the talent. Tactical MK16, assault rifle damage, health damage, maxed out fire rate and optimus as a talent on there. Snub-nosed dice rolls, pistol damage, magazine size and steady handed. Backpack of Araldi, weapon damage, critical hit chance, armor regeneration and safeguard as the talent. Chest of Seska, weapon damage, critical hit chance, repair skills and skilled as the talent on there. Then over to the mods, 6.9% headshot damage, the 6.3 deflector duration for your drone, 4.3% damage for your turret and a 4.8% blast radius for your sticky. Jumping over to the clan. And we can find the Baker's Dozen at the clan vendor. Of course, this comes with Perfy Lucky Shot. And the rest of the attributes are rifle damage, critical hit damage and critical hit chance. Backpack of Tipped Spear, 11.7% weapon damage and 10.5% critical hit damage. So this could be a very nice buy. Roll the weapon damage to the max cap and only optimize 1.5% of critical hit damage to get this to god roll. Backpack of Eclipse, skill tier, skill haste on there. Then over to the Mask of Strikers, weapon damage and 8.8% status effect. Then over to the Black Market SCSG, sadist as a talent, magazine size, damage to armor and shotgun damage. Then over to the SR1, marksman rifle, headshot damage, magazine size and ranger as the talent. SCSG 12, Optimus as a talent, swap speed, damage to armor and shotgun damage. Mask of Douglas and Harding, weapon damage, critical hit chance, armor regeneration on there. Backpack of Grupo, weapon damage, critical hit damage, explosive resistance and adrenaline rush. This could be a very interesting buy. Roll that explosive resistance away in my opinion. Then we have a backpack of Badger Tough. Armor, health, armor regeneration and creeping death as the talent. Then over to the Richter and Kaiser knee pads. Skill tier, armor regeneration and hazard protection. Then for the mods, 4.9% critical hit chance, the 17.2% repair skills, the 8.6% speed for your Firefly, and at last the 4.4 damage for your turret. Jumping over to the campus. And at the campus, the new reliable is for sale here. The named LMG coming with LMG damage, damage to target out of cover, and reload speed. And then, of course, as it's the named gun, perfectly optimized. Custom M44, flatline as the talent. Magazine size, headshot damage, marksman rifle. Then over to the black market M60. LMG damage, damage to target out of cover, critical hit damage. With steady handed as the talent. Mask of 511. Almost maxed out armor, critical hit damage and hazard protection. Holster of Gila Guard, Rainbow Roll with armor, headshot damage and repair skills. Then over to the mods. 10.3% skill haste, the 5.9% radius for your cam launcher, the 4.3% damage for your hive, the 6.2% cone size for your poles, and at last the 4.1% duration for your traps. Jumping over to the feeder. And the first thing we can pick up is the mob, the named shotgun with that 10% armor on kill as the attribute on there. Next to that, shotgun damage, damage to armor, and pommel as the talent. Could be a very interesting buy, especially with pommel, but still you need to do a lot of damage. But that armor on kill is very, very nice. So if you're still looking for that mob, definitely pick it up. KSG shotgun, shotgun damage, damage to armor, accuracy, and reformation as the talent. UIC 15, rifle damage, critical hit damage, reload speed, and then lucky shot as the talent. Gloves of Walker and Harris, a weapon damage, skill haste, status effect. Knee pads of Providence, maxed out weapon damage, critical hit damage, and explosive resistance. Then over to the mods. 8.5% blind death resistance, the 1 extra cluster mine for your mines, the 4 extra damage for your shield, the 6% blind effect duration for your firefly, and at last a 6% health for your decoy. Jumping over to the DZs. And the darkness is for sale at DZEs with maxed out marksman rifle damage, headshot damage, rate of fire, and then of course, because it's the named marksman rifle, perfect eyeless on there. M700 tactical, perpetuation, marksman rifle damage, headshot damage, critical hit damage, stoner LMG, LMG damage, damage to target out of cover, reload speed, and overwhelm as a talent on there. Mask of hardwired, skill tier, skill damage, heartbreaker holster, armor, armor regeneration. Then over to the mask of Murakami, skill tier, health and explosive resistance, holster of Y'all, armor, health, and critical hit damage. Then over to the mods, but you know my opinion, guys. Go for the open world, go for the open world vendors, or go for one of the game modes. It's too expensive in the DZs. Jumping over to the next one. And at DZ South, we can find the Invisible Hand with assault rifle damage, health damage, magazine size, and perfect Allegro because this is the named assault rifle in the game. Then going over to the Black Market T821, SMG damage, critical hit chance, damage to armor with Outsider as the talent, Police M4, assault rifle damage, health damage, magazine size with fast hands as the talent, Snub-Nosed Diceros, pistol damage, damage to target out of cover with Sadist as the talent, Backpack of Aces of Eights, comes with weapon damage and 10.1% critical hit damage, so this could be a very decent buy if you're still looking for it. Then over to the chest of Eclipse, armor regeneration with skill tier, then over to the backpack of Providence, weapon damage, weapon handling, hazard protection, wicked as the talent, chest of Petrov, weapon damage, repair skills, skill haste, and efficient as a talent on there. And then over to the mods, but again, go for the open world, go for one of the game modes. It's way too expensive in the DZs. Jumping over to our last DZ. And at the last DZ, we have the Firm Handshake, weapon damage, status effect, and explosive resistance. Then over to the Super 90, shotgun damage, damage to armor, health damage, with Ranger as a talent on there. Then over to the Urban MDR, rifle damage, critical hit damage, rate of fire with Eyeless as the talent. Eclipse gloves with skill tier and skill haste on there. Eclipse knees with skill tier and weapon handling on there. Then over to the Overlord gloves, rainbow roll, weapon damage, skill haste, explosive resistance. Knee pads of Gila Guard, armor, armor regeneration and headshot damage. And then over to the mods, but again, go for the open world, go for the open world vendors, or go for the game modes. Jumping over to New York. And now we are in New York. The F2000 is for sale here. Assault rifle damage, health damage, headshot damage, and the Spike as a talent on there. Then over to the MG5, strained as a talent, coming with damage to armor, damage to target out of cover, and LMG damage. So all the attributes that you're looking for. A little bit too low, it's gonna set you back, but it could be a nice buy. Over to the SIG 716, Rifle damage, critical hit damage, magazine size, and then killer as the talent. M45A1, pistol damage, headshot damage, and sadist. Then over to the Overlord chest. Weapon damage, critical hit damage, skill haste, and trauma on there. Then over to the knee pads of Wyvern, skill haste, status effect, repair skills. Mask of 511, armor, arm regeneration, headshot damage. Then over to the mods, 10% critical hit damage, 11% protection from elites, 4.3% damage for your turret, 8.7% effect duration for your pulse, and at last a 4.3 duration for your traps. Jumping over to our last vendor of today. And our last vendor at Roy, the 6556 is for sale here. Assault rifle damage, half damage, almost maxed out swap speed with InSync as the talent. Classic M44, marksman rifle, headshot damage, half damage, close and personal as the talent. UIC 45 with maxed out critical hit damage, maxed out headshot damage, a very, very low rifle damage of 5.4%, and killer as the talent. Very interesting buy this. Card 45, pistol, critical hit damage, and then vindictive as a talent. Backpack of Providence, weapon damage, critical hit chance, weapon handling, and overclock. Knee pads of Douglas and Harding, weapon damage, critical hit chance, repair skills. Then over to the Mask of Empress, critical hit chance, repair skills, and then the skill tier. Then over to the last mods of today, 8.5% skill duration, the 8.2% blind death resistance, the 4.2% damage for your mine, the 14.9% health for your pulse, and at last a 6% health for your decoy. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it for today. Just like we talked about in the intro, we only have to wait 5 more days or 4 more days to see some more information about Heartland being dropped. I cannot wait to see this UB forward, and again I will stream it live on Twitch. But this was the vendor reset of today. Of course tomorrow I'm gonna close it off with Cassie Mendoza, showing you everything that she got to sell, but that's pretty much it. We could buy a few nice pieces, but not really something that is a must buy in this week's vendor reset, at least not in my opinion. But again guys, let me know in the comments down below what you think about the Heartland news dropping. I'm very, very excited, and I will see you Saturday in that stream. So that's it for today guys. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit that subscribers button. And of course the notification bell. PurePrime out.